Welcome home. I'm Ryan.
I'm Elie.
And today I have water and Elie has...
my free birthday drink from Dutch that's almost gone.
Yes.
It was a peach ring rebel.
It was pretty good. Her birthday was a few days ago. And today is Saturday. As you're listening to this, or at least when it is posted, that would be yesterday. So, we've been gone for a while. And... the biggest thing is because Ellie's been really busy with work, and I've been busy with the house and just even work myself. But we're like right on the cusp of, we're like almost in April is going to be the freaking busiest month of my life because I'm going to be working on the house for the majority of the time. And hopefully by the end of April, we'll have another bathroom that we can use, hopefully. But with that being said, there really isn't anything specific that I want to talk about other than the fact that it was your birthday and you've been working, and yeah, life's just been life. I guess one thing before we continue, well, a couple things actually. So sorry. I'm wearing shorts, if you are listening and if you didn't notice. And because it's going to be a high of 61 today. It's currently 57, sunny out, not windy. And I've been really, really waiting for this day to come. And it's finally here. And I don't know what the next few weeks are going to be like. But spring is going to be, I think the first day of spring is in a couple days.
Yeah, I think this is the last weekend of winter,
yes.
Technically.
And I'm so excited. I'm ready. I'm tired of the cold. I'm tired of the waking up and it's frosty out. I want it to be a decent temperature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like summer as in the heat. And I don't like winter as in the snow and the cold. So my favorite seasons are spring and fall. And I think spring's my favorite. Now, second thing on my list that I wanted to mention real quick is we've been having some internet problems for a while. They kind of just popped up like maybe a few months ago.
They, of course, popped up really bad when I'm starting my master's program,
yeah,
my online
and
program.
What would happen would be it would go out like it would say there's either no connection or... there is, but it's not. It's connected, but there's no internet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. And if you, as a content creator or even just someone who, internet is kind of like a very important necessity now. When you do not have access to a good internet connection, reliable, it freaking sucks. And the fact that, we're paying for it. And we're trying to get the one of the best speeds here, and it's not reliable, and sometimes it cuts out at the most terrible times. And you would reset it, reconnect it, unplug it, do everything that you need to do to get it reconnected, but it would still do the same thing over and over, and then it would just stop doing that and actually work. So I called Spectrum. That's who we have, and they were actually very helpful and very. They didn't go through the whole steps about unplug this, do that. They were just like, okay, we can actually see that it has been acting up. So we'll just send you a new one and then just switch them out. They did that, shipped got here within a couple days, plugged it in, and I haven't had a problem yet, but I need to return it. We need to return the old one. And the person on the phone, when I was first speaking with them, they didn't mention anything about it. But I realized, oh, yeah, I do have something of theirs that I need to return. How do I do it? So I did call them, blah, blah, blah. You just go to UPS and give it to them. And they figure, they somehow know what to do with it. Okay, that was a mouthful.
Wait, but so the router that you had, was that not the one from Ellensburg?
No.
Oh, okay.
The one that we had from Ellensburg when we moved here, I had talked to the person about taking theirs off the modem, I think. anyways, their equipment, yeah, I think their modem. And so I can use mine. And they said, well, it would probably be slower if you use yours. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to pay for yours then. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal, but yeah. So I think I'm done. Oh, last thing. Sorry. Is that my truck? The last episode, I think we did talk about what happened with my truck and then how I kind of broke it. Long story short, don't put weed killer as gas in your car or truck or any engine for that matter. And probably don't put bad gas or just old gas in general. But it still doesn't work. I've gone through many, many different parts and many different things, but I'm hoping that today, especially because it's so nice out, I can get it fixed. It's just one little electrical plug connector that I think is the main issue right now. I did get it to the point where it can start. It just doesn't stay running because of the electrical connection plug thing, whatever. Something about the engine coolant temperature sensor, whatever. I'm hoping that fixes it today. So we'll see. Other than that, I think I am done talking about me and stuff about me. Elie, what's been going on in your life? How's it going? How are you feeling? What are your plans?
I'm feeling really tired.
Yeah.
Doing too much.
Yeah, you went back to school basically.
Yeah. So I teach full time. I just finished my 3rd week, which means if this was going to be like a 12-week maternity leave, I would be done. I'd be a quarter of the way through already. The weeks are going by really fast. The days feel really long, but it might end up being more like 16-week maternity leave. So in that case, I'd have 1 more week and then I'd be a quarter of the way through. But yeah, I teach full time and it's very like energy draining job. And I also started my master's program. So I've been working on that. So I feel like my life is just school at all times. Like I wake up at 5:30, get ready for school. While I'm getting ready, I'm just thinking about school. I get to school. I get ready for the day, doing school stuff. Then throughout the school day, I'm working. Then after school, I stay there for I try to limit myself to an hour. I don't want to be there past contract hours every day because I just think that it's unhealthy no matter how much I need to get done. Like, even if I'm not ready, fully ready for the next day, I'm just like, honestly, I'm just going to have to deal with that. Like, that's tomorrow's problem. Like, I have other things to do. I try to get as much planning done as I can throughout the day and within the hour after school. So I try to leave by 4:30 at the latest. I don't like staying past then unless I'm staying for like a PD or an event, which I have been, and I think I have a few of those coming up this week too. But those are paid for, so that's different. But then I come home and I should immediately start working on my master's program because that would give me about 4 full hours of studying. But I don't because I'm just like mentally and physically drained. Like my body hurts and my brain hurts. So sometimes I just need to take like an hour break. Usually during that time, figure out dinner, whatever I'm going to eat, whatever we're going to eat, and then start school again. Start working on my school like as a student. Then do it all again the next day. And then even on the weekends. The weekends is where I try to catch up. So after this, I'm going to be doing schoolwork.
So it might be a shorter episode today just because.
Well, it's fine. Like no matter what time I start, like it'll still be way more time than what I would have on a school day.
Mm-hmm.
And I have more energy than I would have on a school day because it's so hard to work all day and come home and like have to use your brain. Like it's so hard, but it's a lot easier on the weekends, I think, because I haven't had to go to school for the whole day and then start school. Like I can just have like my studying like be the only thing on my brain, I guess. So really, really busy, really tired. That's how I feel.
Speaking of, what happened last week?
What happened last week?
Your sister?
Oh, my sister had her baby
Yeah.
on March 9th. She was born at 37 weeks and she was 6 pounds, 12 ounces. And she's an angel.
Yeah. And that was, we also went to Tacoma for your kind of side job sort of thing.
I also worked last weekend, which I don't think was a good idea because it's one of the things that set me back in my school. And also, like, I just am so tired. But the money will be really nice when it comes in.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's a good idea to do all three things at the same time. But anyways, yeah, we worked in Tacoma last weekend. Or I worked in Tacoma last weekend. Ryan came with me. It was a really good event, actually. Like, it was pretty easy. It's just very time consuming. It takes up your whole weekend, basically. And yeah, my sister's baby was born a week before my birthday, so.
Yeah, but about, how long is a month really? But a month after mine.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just something.
She's
different.
precious.
Yeah, and just crazy. Like, how things can change that quickly and just how time flies by. We're busy doing stuff and can't record that, can't do this, and just got to wait for that, got to wait for this. Yeah, but today I'm trying to get some stuff done. I got a video recorded and edited. I got this recorded. I'm going to edit it and get it uploaded for tomorrow. Yeah, work on my truck, do some stuff. Just excited. We got a couple more weeks of this month and it's just go, go, go.
I know. I can't wait for spring break. 2 more weeks.
Yep.
And I get to see my friends. Not all of them, but I get to see them and hang out with them on spring break for a couple days. And that's going to be really exciting. But
yeah.
The warm weather is honestly, like, I'm staring out the windows right now, like, wishing I could be outside. But it's not, like, warm enough to where you can be out there and not feel a little bit cold.
I mean, you can go in the back. The sun's shining.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but we got some windows open in the house. I can't open all of them because not all of them have screens. And the one time that somebody opened the window, not thinking about it,
I didn't realize that there wasn't
our
screens.
cat got out. So
he literally jumped out
and
the
I
window.
think when we
And
walked by
know.
the living room window, no. What happened is I came in and I said, "Where's Eugene at?" And I looked up and I saw the window open. I thought, "Oh my God, he's outside." So we like both book it to like the front door. And while we're passing the living room window, we just see him laying in the grass under the tree.
Like not even like.
Just chilling.
Yeah, he just wanted to be outside, I guess.
And then another time, we didn't mention these,
like
but another time.
In July? August?
I can't remember.
August.
This one, I don't know, but and that one.
This one was the one where he ran out was August.
Yeah. I kind of don't know how it exactly happened, but
and it was
when
black.
Your grandma was living with us, she went outside for whatever reason, and she had left the door open a little bit. And Eugene got out and he just kind of left. I don't know. I kind of later on I kind of figured out where he went, but we were searching and searching and searching. And
This was also the day before we were supposed to go on
oh yeah,
a road trip to Silverwood. And mind you, this trip had already been canceled once because Ryan got the flu the day before. This time, literally not even the day before, the night before. We're supposed to wake up at 6. It's almost like it's like 11 p.m. Like it's late. It's pitch black outside. Like this happens. And I remember I think we were just both really tired too, and like I was scared out of my mind. And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, we're going to have to cancel this trip again." I was sobbing so hard because I thought that he was
I wasn't
a goner.
too worried. I mean, because I grew up with cats and having them leave and
yeah,
come
but he wasn't an outdoor cat. Like he does, like he's an indoor only cat. And then just hearing the coyotes freaking yelping too, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's a goner. He's a goner.
Yeah, and then finally, it's kind of obvious, but the last time that we looked, I went back inside and thought, okay, where the door was open, it was cracked, where would he have gone? And I just kind of followed my
intuition.
Thought, of where he would have went. And I followed it, and then I was kind of looking, and all of a sudden I see him run. I think I heard a meow, and then I see him run towards the fence, and I helped him go under because our fence is a little, like, there's a pretty big gap in the bottom, but you can kind of push it to make it even bigger. And he came in, and then I grabbed him, and we were like just both super.
He was like in distress when he came back to.
Yeah,
like,
and we were both very what's the word? Relieved. And when we took him inside, we pet him.
He was
care
dirty,
and then he wanted to go back outside.
Yeah, he went straight to the door. And I was like, I'm sorry. I literally thought like this was the end of my life.
Yeah.
I remember like we were like walking outside like on our road with flashlights.
We went in the road. We
took
drove,
the car out.
We walked in the back.
And the road that's like not the road we live on, but the road right next to the road we live on is like really dangerous, like cars wise, like people drive so fast right there. I don't even know what the speed limit is. Like there's a lot of like, it's we live out in kind of the country, I guess. So like a lot of people drink and drive there because there's not a lot of like cop traffic, I guess. And so I was like, he's either hit by a car, eaten by coyotes, he ran off and he doesn't want to be with us anymore. Like there's so many like, or maybe he walked off and got stuck somewhere. Like there's so many like possibilities. I remember literally thinking like he's gone and I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Like I don't want to live.
And I almost just said, let's just go to bed and we'll see if he's back in the morning.
But I was I'm not going to sleep.
I almost thought that's it.
I was thinking in my head, I'm not going to sleep until I find him alive or I find him dead. Like, but I'm going to find him tonight. Like, I was like, I can't even live with myself. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, literally, until I find him. Like, I was so stressed. I was so scared that he was dead. And then my grandma was trying to help us look for him.
She was kind of...
And I was just so mad at her, even though I know it was an accident.
She kept saying, I don't know what happened. How did that happen?
Who left the door open?
We have to be more careful. And I just kept thinking...
Sorry.
I just kept thinking,
we know.
Just sit down.
And then she had like her little...
I know. With her phone.
And like with her phone flashlight, and she could barely walk. And I'm like, I feel like I have to take care of you out here. Yeah. And like, I was just so mad because she... Like, I know it was an accident. And obviously all has been forgiven. But at the time, she was just like, who did that? It wasn't me. And I'm like, girl, you just came inside. Me and Ryan haven't been outside. And we know, like, every time I go outside, I'm, like, traumatized. I shut the door. I, like, sneak out of it. I don't freaking, like... Yeah.
And he's gotten better with trying to get out. Like, in the way of being sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where I literally just open the door and he's already halfway out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck, dude? Sometimes, like, barely a gap between my legs, and he fits right through.
He
barely
like
feels
plots his escape when he realizes you're about to leave. Like not even if you're by the door, but if you're gathering your things, like you're grabbing your keys, things like that. He's like, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like hiding by the shoes. Like he's like, I'm gonna go this way this time. Like he tries to get out every time we leave.
Yeah. And now that we have Major, our dog, I feel like if Eugene gets out, Major's just gonna go like chase him.
Oh yeah.
I really don't know how he feels about Eugene, but he doesn't chase him inside, but he chases the rabbits outside. He chases other cats outside. And I just have this feeling that if Eugene was to be outside somehow with Major, Major would chase him.
I think so too.
And I don't know what Eugene would do. I really do.
I think the outside to Major just looks kind of like hunting grounds, you know? So, and it's just like so much more open that like anything outside is like prey. But inside Eugene's like a family member. But I feel like outside it's just like so stimulating to him. Like there's a lot of things to stimulate his brain, like bunnies running off, cats running, birds flying. Like all the sounds too. I feel like that like activates something in his brain. I think so too. I think if Eugene got out, we wouldn't see him again because Major would chase him off or up into the tree or something. But anyways, all that story was because I didn't realize that the
and I
screen
guess
was
I
off the
would say
window.
one time I did let him out too on accident from the back door. It was like a little bit cracked open, I think, and because when you shut it hard, it kind of pops back open, and I think he got out a little bit, but it wasn't, for that long. But yeah, I always get just a little worried though, even just about the screens, because they can pop out. He can tear through them, but there are like more, like cat friendly screens where they're stronger, whatever. But like the frame itself is not that strong.
When we lived in Ellensburg, and we opened the window with the screens, he'd climb the screens.
Like one time I woke up in the middle of the night and I just see this fur body up in the window, like way high up in the very top corner.
That would scare me so bad.
And of course it's like he's in between the blinds and the window, and so when he jumped down, he almost wrecked the blinds.
You just see his silhouette.
Yeah.
His shadow. Oh, speaking of him.
Yeah. If there's a shut door, he needs to be inside. He needs to go through it. Even if he doesn't want to be in the room, he wants it open. To have it open.
He gets FOMO. He feels left out.
Yeah.
Even if no one's in the room that the door is shut. Like, we're both out here. There's nothing going on in there.
And he could be almost dead asleep in the bedroom on the other side of the house. And I would go into the new dining room area where I temporarily put a door in, and I open it, and it kind of squeaks every time. I come out, and he's right there at the door. Like, I was only in here for like 15 seconds.
If you walk in here too, because his food's in here, you hear the like his feet padding across the floor to get over here, and then he starts like weaving around your feet because he thinks you're about to feed him, and I'm like, it's 2 p.m.
Yeah, and he's too much, but
we love him.
Yeah, we love them both somehow. But no, I think that's gonna be it for today's.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's been like 30 minutes. I think that's long enough.
I don't know.
Plus, I need to go outside.
Oh, okay.
And you need to get to work, so.
I don't want to though.
But with that being said, that's gonna be it for today's. I say that I literally say this that every time. That's not. This isn't my YouTube. So, thank you guys so much for listening and watching and just being with us and having this conversation with us. And we will hopefully see you all next week. Bye.